Heather. I'm just going ahead and pulling up my Facebook Live so I can see if it's showing anything. There we go. And that way I can see if anybody has any comments. And hopefully I won't miss them as I'm doing this. Okay, I'm going to start tonight by cleaning off my Aiden board. The Aiden board is kind of like a medium priced board, but basically it's not, in addition to being a really good chalkboard, it's also magnetic. So if you want to do a calendar on it or just stick any additional things onto it, it would. I'll let the water sit on there for a second just to like get the chalk paste coming up. The one I'm going to do tonight is this one I really like that's being retired. It's Take Me to the Mountains. And so since we live around the Adirondacks and stuff, it's kind of fitting. And it's got a nice mountain scene on the river with an animal. Let me go ahead and just start to clean this one up. So as you can see, it comes off really easy. Hopefully my camera angle is pretty good. I've got my other tripod, so that should help. Just using the stuff in my water basin makes it easier. So it's pretty quick and easy. That transfer has been on this board for a couple of weeks now. So it really didn't take too long. I'm just going to dry it up a little bit with a paper towel so that I can start the next design and make sure they get really nice and close to the edge. And I use my distilled water to clean it, but it doesn't really matter. Nice and clean again. Ready to start again. This time I'll be using a different angle. So, first thing I'll do is fuzz up my transfer. And I haven't used this one before, so it's probably pretty sticky. Let's find out. Now some people label the back of theirs. It just depends. If you're doing a whole bunch, you can label them, but once you have a size, it's the right size. It's a pretty good stickiness. Like I said, I usually do it at least 3 times, and after a while you'll get used to the feeling of the stickiness. Like I can tell this one after 3 times is still going to be too sticky. The lint from the towel dries it or sticks to the back of it so it's not as sticky. And then once you wash it at the end and dry it off, especially if you use like a Clorox wipe, it comes off really quickly, it dries quickly, and then it sticks right back onto the backing. The backing has like a matte side kind of and a glossy side. The glossy side is what it sticks to, so it comes on off really easy. This one still feels really sticky. Usually you can tell when you go to stick it on here. It should sit on nicely. If it gets too sticky where you can't quite position it on the board, I'd fuzz it a little bit more. That way, when you go to pick it up at the end, you want to be able to get a good grip on it. And this one isn't, like this one you can get right to the edge. But this one has got the frame around it, so it can be a little bit harder. And sometimes people will take like a stir stick and stick it underneath here so they can make sure that they get like a good grip on it at the end, so they can get it started to peel up. I should do that. I'll stick one in there. I got out a couple of different colors because I was going to do like a yellow kind of sky, blue water, green in the background, and so I've got my yellow, which is the daffodil, my green, which is the shimmer olive, which is it's retiring as of February 1st, but it's really, really pretty. And then got like a dune color for the mountains. And then I've got my ocean mist is my light, like baby blue kind of color for the water and sky. And then I've got like a shimmer copper, which I think I'm going to use for the deer. I think that'll look pretty good with the deer. But I'm going to start at the top and work my way down because it's a big transfer and really detailed. I'm going to have to lift it up as I go along. Otherwise, if I waited till I got done, the stuff at the top would be dry, and as I pulled it up, it would stick into the mesh, and you have to push it back down and smooth it back in. So it's just easier if you just pull it up along the way. It's not going to ruin the transfer or anything. It just makes it a little bit easier. Okay, so I'm going to start with yellow for the Take Me to the Mountains at the top. And make sure it'll be pretty good. The paste should be the consistency of yogurt. Some people say sour cream. Same thing. Sometimes you'll see it looks like a little bumpier lumps. Not a big deal. There is a tool that you can get. I got mine off Amazon, but someone else has gotten them off Walmart. It's a little mixer. It just spins around, and you can put it in, and it'll make it nice and really smooth. So if you've got some that you've got haven't used in a while, it's easy to use that. It's not super powerful, but it gets the job done. Okay, so I'm going to start at the top with the Take Me to the Mountains. And you put on as much as you want, because you're just going to, if you have too much, you just scrape off the excess. Which is good for kids because they can put on as much as they want, and it's not really making a mess because you can just go through and scrape off from the excess, so nothing's wasted. And, okay. So I got the letters at the top. I think that's all I'm going to use for the yellow. Yeah, that's all I'm going to use for the yellow. And I'm just throwing my stir stick and my squeegee into the water, and it'll just soak and get clean. Get done with the yellow. Now I'm going to pull it up just a little bit because of the lettering. And remember to try to pull your transfer evenly from both sides so that it doesn't stretch it out. I haven't had any stretch out, but they say to do it as a precaution, and this is still really sticky. I should have fluffed it up a little bit more. This is Take Me to the Mountains. So if it is really sticky, just go nice and slow. And it looks like I need to do a little bit more. This one part here. So if it doesn't seem to want to come through, just push it back down. So that's why it goes nice and slow. If you need to get a little extra, you can. This is just, I cut a squeegee in half, which makes it easier to get the littler stuff if you want more detail. Okay, now I'm really done with the yellow stuff. And let's stick that down. Okay. Alright. So, it's still really sticky. So it's curling a little bit, but that's alright. Okay, let's see. Okay, so with the blue, I'm going to be doing a couple of the blue. So I'm going to do blue clouds in the sky. And I'm also going to do the blue river at the bottom. I'm going to wait to put that blue on till I get down there so I can continue to pull up the transfer as I move my way down. And there's a couple little birds over here. I'll do those in blue because they're in the sky. And the background's black, so. And still have more to do. I guess I could do the mountains in the shimmer. Shimmer olive. Shimmers are more like a sparkle, but they just have glitter in it, and it's really fine glitter, so you can't even see the glitter. It's not like a cheap one or anything. It's really mixed in well. So just the whole paste shimmers. don't know if you can see that in there. It's just, so it just, I haven't used this one yet. Okay. I'm going to start with the mountains and the green shimmer. Usually if you're working with things that are really close, like you've got the mountains and the water and the deer are all really close, it's either be really careful, or what you can do is you can put down a little piece of tape, either like the wasabi tape or painter's tape, and that way you can be a little bit more messy with your chalk paste. You don't have to worry so much about, you know, getting on the wrong parts. Again, it is chalk, so you can always wipe it up. It's just easier kind of like to get it good the first time. And I'm kind of not sticking in my plan here. I'm going all around. So get the mountains behind here. Nice and close. I want to get the deer started so I can start to pull the transfer up. I love the shimmers. They're super creamy. They seem to always be at the right consistency. They're redoing the chalk paste formula that's releasing in February, because they had been such a small company. They had made everything in-house. And then they grew so fast and so quick, they started to outsource it, and what they found was like the quality control wasn't as good. And so they got working on that, and they just announced at an event they had for the top sellers and stuff that they gave them actually samples of the new paste formula. And they've shown us, and it's basically, they said it's just like the shimmers, which we all love the shimmers, because they're so perfect. I got my deer and stuff, so let's pull up a little bit more. And because this is sticky, I just have to be careful when I set it back down, because it does want to pull up anything that it goes back down onto. I really should have felt this one out a little bit more, but it looks pretty good so far. I'm just going to let that go like that. The only part I have left is the water. So I'll finish off with my blue. And the colors are overlapping a bit. I'm not too worried about it. So the blue water just fades into the background and stuff. It's kind of pretty too underneath there. I'm going to lay this face down in my water so that, because it is still pretty sticky, that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the basin. I like that. It's coming out pretty good. There's a little overlap in different areas, but not a big deal. Gives like a little shadow cast that the deer has. Okay. So, if you can tell well, you can see that. don't know how well you can see the shimmers in the green and the deer in the mountains, but I really like it. Like I said, I get bored using just one color, so I like to use different colors. And then I do have one little area from when the transfer came down. It kind of smeared one little area, so I've got my little handy detail tool, which has like a little mini squeegee on the end and a nice sharp point on the other. What the other can do is sometimes you have to wait for it to dry if you can't get it when it's wet. And just basically erases anything you put on there that you don't want. So, put a little water in here. Just take it right off. So I like it. Hold it. I don't know if you guys can see it well or not. So I've got my... I don't know if there's any messages. I get distracted when I'm doing it and forget to check for messages. Oh, hey Jen. See you. I do love this transfer. I got it. That's why I got it. I'd seen the designs that people had done, and knowing that this transfer is retiring February 1st, mine finally came in. I was like, I have to have it. I really like it. I'm living in the Adirondacks. It's perfect. Okay. So, just going to put it to the side so it can dry. I have a habit of sticking my fingers in them when they're still wet. So, I don't know if you can see that well or not. Probably. Okay. So, do a little bit of a mess here tonight. I wasn't going to do a live originally because I was getting tired. But what I did was I'm posting on my VIP group page if anybody wants to be in that group. Just comment VIP on here and in the comments for this video, and I'll add you to the group. It's a private group so that I can offer specials and deals. So I'm going to offer kind of like a starting kit that kind of gives you everything that you need: a squeegee, a water bottle, what else? Oh, magic eraser, all the different things that you would need. And that'll be free for club members if they sign up for the club, because that's all stuff that you need to start out with to come in a nice little bag. Oops. It cleans up nice and easy. But there's all different sizes. So the kits come in all different sizes. So there's one that's like a little mini door tag. Like last night I did the big door tag. So there's these as well. So this is a large little tag, and this is just a little one, which can go with mini transfers. And there's little ones like this. There's one nice little Valentine's one. And there's also mini chips. They've got both sides. So the door tag really is not a reusable one, but you put a little circus box on it and you can reuse it. But these ones are actually chalkboard. I don't know how they make them, but they make the most amazing quality ones. So you can reuse them over and over again. Like these look brand new, and I've used them tons of times. I think like at least 10, 20 times each. And you can do both sides. You can even put a hole in them and make them an ornament or a tag or something too. This one already has a hole in it, and it comes with a string. There's a nice Aiden board. So that's like a mini package. And then this is the 5x7, which is the A size transfer. With the A size transfer, there's lots of different ones, like the ones I did the other night. So usually you get like a transfer, 2 paste packets, and then the board and the base come together. And I can show you the finished one that I did the other night, which is this one. And it's, like I said, it's a really good quality board. You can get cheaper boards off Amazon or maybe in the dollar store, but you're not going to get very many uses out of them. This one I've used tons of times, of course. If you've seen any pictures that I had of Christmas stuff, it was everywhere. But you can do both sides and change it up for whatever you want, and whatever colors you want. And it just comes right off. And the boards, I wish I could figure out how they made them, because I would probably try making some. Because like you can just soak them in water and it doesn't even affect it. The other ones I got are more cheaply made. And because of that, you can see when the water gets on it, that it tends to want to bubble, so you got to dry it really, really quick. What else do I have? Show you what comes in the little like starter kit. So you get your magic eraser, which I'll show you after cleaning up the board with another one. A little thing for your paste, stir stick, squeegee, and then the bottle for the water. If it's someone local, it'll have distilled water in it, but if not, it'll just be an empty bottle, so it just makes it easier when you're working. So this is all little stuff that I had to get when I started. So I figure it's just easier if someone is becoming a customer or joining the club. I'll just give them this to start with so that they have everything they need. So it'll be like kind of like a first-time buyer thing. So you won't get it like every time you order or anything. So I have those, and I'm posting those in my VIP group starting tonight. I already took the pictures, and they're all ready to go. I just got to load them up. There are kits online, right, if you click on the Shop Now button, for the Chalk Couture website that has the 5x7 transfer kits, which is the half sheet paper size. Those are usually like $19 and some odd cents, plus shipping and handling and tax. And again, if you're a club member, it's a flat rate shipping no matter what you get. But that will ship right to your home address. So depending on if you're local, you can just get it from me and save that extra cost. And I will offer deals in my VIP group. I should look at the camera. Otherwise, like if you're a distance away, it's probably just easier and cheaper to order it directly from the website. By the time we add like extra shipping and stuff on into it, but I'll still mail you like your little starter kit thing to go with it, so that everybody has that. I know that that's something that I wish I had when I first started, is that somebody had given me like, oh, you're gonna need this, you're gonna need that, because then you get the stuff, and then it's like, how do I get the paste onto the transfer? Oh, I need a squeegee. Things like that. So, a little bit more room here. I am working on my kitchen table again. This is I just ordered a desk, but this is the nicest, biggest area that I have. And with this kitchen sink being right there, it just makes it so convenient. Okay, so get my eraser wet. And what you'll notice when you use the shimmers is that you'll see that it starts to get glitter on the eraser. So some people use like one eraser for glitter. I don't think it really matters. You'll just notice a little bit of the glitter from the shimmer. So you might notice that a little bit of glitter kind of sticks to your transfer. It's not a big deal. It comes off. And like I said, usually the paste comes right off and the transfer looks like new. The only time is if, depending on how long you've had the paste sitting on it. So like the bottom of mine is definitely nice, all nice and clear. There's a little bit of sparkle that I can still see on it from the shimmer, but I don't care. I really like the shimmers. So if you really hate glitter, don't get the shimmers. But really nice and they shine. Sparkle. Okay, so that's the top of that one. The top does, they use yellow on it, but that's sat on the transfer the longest. So if anything, that's going to be the area that might get stained, but looks like it's coming off. I was running them, had them over the sink and was like running them underwater. It's just much easier to do it this way. I was like, oh, just run it underwater. See, it's real, it's still really sticky. Can't believe how sticky this one is. And on the back side, I always use the eraser, but you can use like Clorox wipes I didn't care for the Clorox wipes when I used them. I don't know, I just didn't like it. But it does, they do dry really quickly, so you can put it on the backing because of what's in the Clorox wipes. Even now, it's sticking to my fingers as I do this. So this transfer is probably going to last a while because it's still super sticky. But I'm going to do this one on t-shirts, probably. I've got the ink, but I got to get some different colors ink because right now I just have black and white. But even that, it would still look good, like black on a colored shirt or white on a black shirt or dark colored shirt. All right, so it's all done. It just has to dry. And didn't really get anything. There's a little bit of sparkle on there. It'll come out in the wash. It's not a big deal. Alright. I can't see the feed. It keeps freezing up on me for some reason. Let's see. Oh. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Jen. And see you guys making it. Yeah, do you like it? I love it. Sometimes I get nervous with the darker colors on the black background, but I think it looks really good. That shimmer olive is actually a really brighter green than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be, you know, a little more evergreen, but it pops out on that. Okay, that's all I really have. Let's see. So if you're interested in this or anything else, just let me know. I've got my shop link and everything on here, and I'm moving my videos. I'm copying them over to YouTube too, so they're always available on there. Sometimes Facebook messes up with the videos. And hopefully this setup was better before and that you could see what I was doing a lot easier. Flip that over. So that's it for tonight. Like my video, comment, and please share, and then comment on there and let me know if you did or not. That's right here. Oops. Got one little spot there. All right. Everybody have a good night, and I'll probably pop on and see if Melissa or Jen, if you guys are doing some live videos tonight. All right. Check out my VIP group. Like, comment, share. Thanks. Bye.